Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Batul from Bharat Institute of Engineering and Technology. This is our new initiative to know more about our leaders. What comes to your mind when you hear a name C.V. Raman? Inventor, the explorer, the scientist. Sir C.V. Raman was the first Asian to be feted with Nobel in physics. In the year 1928, on 28 February, Sir C.V. Raman discovered Raman effect. He won Nobel Prize in Physics for this discovery in 1930. In commemoration of Sir C.V. Raman, nation celebrates 28 February as National Science Day. Sir C.V. Raman was born on 7th November 1888 from Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. He passed his matriculation examination at the age of 11 and FA examination at the age of 13. In 1902, he passed his BA examination and won the gold medal. He passed his MA with distinction in 1907 and he was the youngest student in the Presidency College. Sir C.V. Raman cleared the Civil Service Competitive Exam and he was posted as Deputy Accountant General in Calcutta. In 1917, he gave his administrative position to become a professor of physics at the University of Calcutta. In 1921, he embarked on his first trip to Oxford University, London, to represent the University of Calcutta. During his voyage to London, he was struck by the blue color of the Mediterranean Sea and wrote a paper on the molecular scattering of light in the water. It was generally believed that the blue color of the sea was due to the reflection of skylight, as well as minute particles in the air scattered the blue wavelength from the sun's rays. But C.V. Raman was not convinced with Lord Rayleigh's explanations. Raman said that the blue color of the sea is due to the molecular diffraction of water. His work on the scattering of light for 7 years led to the discovery of the Raman effect in 1928. What is Raman effect? When a light beam is traveled through the substance, the light is deflected by the molecules of the substance. It means the particles of the substance absorb photons of the light energy and subsequently emit light. In this process, the frequency of the observed and emitted light will exactly the same. It means light coming out of the substance will have the exact energy as that of incident light, and there will be no energy loss. This is known as Rayleigh's scattering of light. But Sir C.V. Raman observed a very little 1 in 10 million parts of scattered light has a slightly different wavelength compared to the incident light wavelength. This change in the wavelength of light beam is known as Raman effect. It forms an important part of spectroscopy. This happens due to some absorption of energy by molecules. The Raman effect is described as inelastic scattering of photon of a molecule bond. From the diagram, we can see that this results from the incident photon exciting the molecule into a virtual energy state. It falls into three different potential outcomes. First, the molecule can relax back down to the ground state and emit a photon of equal energy to that of an incident photon. This is an elastic process and it is known as Rayleigh's scattering. Inelastic scattering can be further distinguished between two different forms, depending on the energy state of the molecules as shown in the figure. In the first case, the molecule is initially in its ground state. After excitation, the molecule falls back to a vibrational energy state above the ground state. As a result, the emitted photon has less energy than before and the scattered light will shift to a higher wavelength. This effect is called Stokes-Raman scattering. The second type of inelastic scattering assumes that the molecule is already in a higher vibrational state. After excitation, the photon falls back to the molecule's ground state. The emitted photon has a higher energy than before. The wavelength shifts to lower values. This effect is known as anti-Stokes-Raman scattering. Anti-Stokes-Raman scattering is mostly weaker than Stokes-Raman scattering, as most molecules are initially in their ground state. Hence, Stokes-Raman scattering is mainly measured in Raman spectroscopy. This happens due to the absorption of some energy by molecules. In Rayleigh scattering, when the electrons absorb photon, it reaches the high energy state and subsequently reaches ground state by emitting light ray. Here it is clear that energy absorbed is equal to energy emitted in the Stokes-Raman scattering and anti-Stokes-Raman scattering, as shown in the figure. It is observed that the energy absorbed differ from the energy emitted. Green line is energy absorbed, pink line is energy emitted. It means that the incident and scattered light beam don't have the same frequency. This is known as Raman effect. Raman spectroscopy is used in many varied fields. It is used in non-destructive testing. It is used in medicine to study the physical, chemical, and biological properties of matter. It is used to study the structure of atoms and molecules. It is also used for imaging. Raman spectroscopy is being successfully applied to the analysis of a wide range of materials and systems. It is used in life sciences, for bioprocessing, for cancer research, protein structural analysis, and so on. It is used in chemical sciences applications like pharmaceuticals, polymers, chemical catalysis. Raman systems can help us to analyze all the details of geological systems. Raman instruments have been involved in numerous investigations of cultural items. Raman systems are also used in forensic science laboratories. So friends, I hope you got an idea about Raman effect and its uses in various fields. So please subscribe to my channel to watch more videos like this every week. I'll be back next week with another exciting video for you to enjoy. But don't forget to share this video and give your feedback in the comments below to improve our channel. Thank you. Till then, bye bye. See you soon.